What have you got for us this week, man?
Well, I checked out the season 2 premiere of Creepshow on Shudder. I guess it's also available on another service. I don't have or I'm not aware of, AMC Plus or something. So I don't think it's an exclusive to Shudder. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I saw it on Shudder. Again, not paid by Shudder. I'm a subscriber. I pay for the service because I enjoy it. Yeah, that's like my horror movie place to go. And I'm a big Creepshow fan. And I really think the premiere of season 2 of Creepshow was stronger than the premiere of the first season. Now, it's been a while. I don't know what caused the delay. But it was like September of 2019, I think it was, or October, when the first season premiered on Shudder for Creepshow. And now we're here in April of 2021 before we get season 2. Now, I do know they had an animated special and a Christmas special, but this is the official beginning of season 2. It's kind of a long wait, but I don't know if it was COVID or what. But
I think it was COVID. But I didn't see the Christmas special. I heard kind of mixed things about it.
It was animated, right?
That was the one was that around September, October last year they came out with the animated thing?
I think
and
so.
Then they had the Christmas special, which was different.
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, both episodes directed by Greg Nicotero, the N and K and B, who also Walking Dead fame, Tom Savini protege. One thing I really liked about the season 2 premiere was all the homages and callbacks to the original film from 1982. If you're a huge fan of that movie, you'll enjoy this premiere even more. The first one is Model Kid. It's basically like takes the wraparound, the beginning of the wraparound of the first film with the kid and Tom Atkins and the comic book in the trash, and kind of adds to it, changes it up a little bit. But you got the colorful comic panels behind the heads, like in the movie, in certain segments, and the kid in the in the episode reminds me of like a young Dennis Christopher from Fade to Black. I got those kind of vibes, but it was just it was a real treat for original Creepshow fans, and a lot of love for Romero throughout, especially in the second one. But I'm not a God, I don't need depressing things, so there's some elements of Model Kid that were kind of like, I didn't really need that, but it pushes the plot forward, so that whatever, it worked. Kevin Dillon was pretty cool as the abusive, drunk, jobless uncle. That was kind of a neat turn for him. The effects were great. The atmosphere was great. Both segments take place in the 70s, which was my childhood, so I appreciated that. It kind of reminded me, like, outside of some of the other things, that kid and I would have gotten along pretty well, because we both had I like how he had the film projector. You couldn't get videotapes or whatever. He had like the 16 millimeter, whatever he was projecting on the wall, and he'd watch these movies and stuff. And, I thought all that stuff was good. The effects were great. So the first one is good, but the second one was the highlight for me. Public Television of the Dead takes place in Pittsburgh at a public television. You see the beginning of the original Dawn of the Dead. You get those kind of vibes. As far as the TV studio, there's a guy in there that's a happy little painter. That was really cool. And all the different things they threw in there was really awesome. And you get Ted Raimi and the Book of the Dead's involved. And it's almost like Dawn of the Dead meets Evil Dead. And there's just like so much love for Romero in that one that it was really heartwarming just to watch. Let alone it was funny and very enjoyable. So yeah, for me. Season 2,
Ted Raimi as Ted Raimi.
Ted Raimi as Ted Raimi, trying to sell the Book of the Dead on like an Antiques Roadshow type of show.
Exactly.
This premiere has everything. It's just freaking awesome, and I loved every minute of it. The next episode is actually tonight, so after the show, I'll be checking that out. And I like the fact that they're doing that. It's not just binging's okay. I don't have a problem with binging. Some people do, but I think you kind of lose a little something by the time you're 5 episodes in. I like that having to wait. because it make you kind of look forward to it and you kind of appreciate it a little more. At least I do. So yeah, season 1 or season 2 premiere of Creepshow is definitely probably better than anything in season 1. And there were quite a few I liked in season 1, like the finger and the werewolf episode, and there was a couple of really good ones. But I think the premiere of season 2 is pretty much better than anything that was in season 1. So I don't know if they can hold up that kind of quality. The effects were great, the energy was there. Man, it's everything I would want in a Creepshow TV show episode. You get 2 22-minute episodes together, and the atmosphere. That was great. I really loved it.
Anybody else see the season 2 premiere of Creepshow?
No,
not yet. I will watch it though.
Yeah, I'd have to echo a lot of Mike's sentiments. Yeah, that second one, basically, it's Bob Ross versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
How can you? I mean, that's perfect. So yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I really liked I liked the first half of the first one, and it was doing that tearjerker kind of stuff, and I'm going, oh man, it's like, what is it about this show that makes me want to choke up? Yeah, it was a very strong premiere, no doubt about that. Very strong premiere.
I'm sold.
Cool. Yeah, I intended on having it watched before we did the show, but totally slipped my mind.
Yeah, with that, the only thing I'm afraid of is with such a strong premiere, are they going to be able to live up to that week after week? Is Nicotero going to direct every episode? I mean, the effects, everything. It was like, man, was that the money shot week 1? You know what I mean? Is it all going to be downhill from? I hope not, because it's definitely going to make me tune in. I mean, I'm still going to watch every one, but it kind of scares me a little bit that we might have got the best first, which is kind of man.
Well, I mean, they've got a really good track record, because I mean, really, if you look back at season 1, I can only think of, and I wouldn't even say full episodes, but this vignette wasn't, there's a couple of meh vignettes in there, but overall, I thought season 1 was really good. Just about every episode had a good, at least one good, vignette or whatever you want to call it. Most episodes had both of them, I thought, were killer. So yeah, I just hope they're able to keep up that kind of quality going forward, and they've set the bar pretty high for season 2.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Marilyn Manson myself.
Is that one still airing? The Marilyn Manson one?
No.
Oh shit! I totally fell for that day.
So did they make one with Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
Oh, and then they pulled it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different kind
Yeah,
of.
he got. Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah, he got camp. Yeah, he got.
Shouldn't go there.
I still would like to see it. I don't care if it's canceled or not.
Oh, I'd love to see it too. It's probably freaky.
Maybe they'll put it on the Blu-ray.
You hire a guy who's known for wearing a leather G-string on stage and released an album called Antichrist Superstar, and then you hold him up to a moral standard.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like going all the way back to Portrait of American Family. It's like, what did you think the guy was all about? I mean,
the first song is
wearing
about
it on his
shooting from the
sleeve
school.
for like 30 years.
Kid's got a gun in his lunchbox. Come on.
They thought he was a
and it's a
church
celebration.
Well, he
Yeah,
had a
he was a
song
church
called
boy.
"Cake and Sodomy."
Yeah.
He hasn't exactly been shy.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they're offended. It's like, well, I thought it was pretty much everybody knew, but whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
The point where you get into a personal relationship with this guy, I'm not sure. It's kind of like you're walking down the train tracks drunk. This is not going to end well. And it doesn't justify you getting run over by the train, but I want to do a little bit of research on this one.
It doesn't justify what happened, but it's kind of like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
All you have to do is just look and go like, okay, this is the way this is going to end.
You know he's not the guy on the first date who's like opening the car door, like and opening up the door at the restaurant. He's not that kind of guy.
I mean, no matter being a victim is a horrible thing, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And if he did what supposedly he did, then it's fine. He should be punished for it. But the grooming thing with him, I don't know. He's been pretty open about his who he is and what he is from day one. I don't
Since the
I don't
90s.
see any kind of where he was trying to hide anything. He was pretty open with it.
He published an autobiography called The Long Road Out of Hell, which basically is like a warning label to stay away from him.
Misha says that she worked for Manson. How was your experience with being employed by the Antichrist superstar, Misha?
Yeah, we
could you
wanna
imagine?
know.
Yeah, can you imagine like the first day, they're getting ready to eat, and he's like, "Let's pray first." And you're like, "Oh, nice little religious guy." And he's like, "Bow your head, please." Oh, Dark Lord Satan.
Hold on, guys. We got to do our time at the stew pot. So.
Can you imagine being the contracted HR guy for Marilyn Manson? Like your phone doesn't stop ringing.
Yeah, your phone doesn't stop breathing. Yeah,
ever.
Misha,
we got a
if
new
you
job
have-
for you. Marilyn Manson needs a publicist. No thanks.
Here's what Misha says. He hired me to dance at his parties. Very interesting. It was pretty well known he was an abuser, and I was told to keep away from him.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Ugh.
So he just abused women, apparently, right?
He abuses everybody, doesn't he?
I would say probably everybody got abused in his.
Wow.
If you were within arm's reach.
Yeah, it's really like we've been saying. It hasn't really been hidden that he has problems.
Even
Yeah,
the
I mean,
marijuana
that
is
doesn't-
not safe.
I don't think anybody's surprised by that.
Well, Dita Von Teese. Let's move on from Manson real quickly. Even Dita Von Teese was married to him for a number of years, and she was like, "None of that happened when we were married." But
It's just
but
before or after she was cosplaying as Hitler.
Wait.
I missed that shoot.
Wait, wasn't Rose McGowan with him? Wasn't she?
Yeah,
That's right,
Yeah.
because she wore that chain link thing that I was like 14. I never forgot that dress.
yeah.
That was
Trust me. Anyway, let's move on. Any other thoughts on Creepshow season 2?
I'm really looking forward to it because I love the entire first season except for the last episode.
And for me, the premiere was stronger than. Although I'm more for the second half than the first half, although they're both good. I would say it rates right up there with the strongest of anything in season 1.
Well, I like season 1 more than I like either of the legitimate films. So
yeah.
we have a high mountain to climb, but I hope we climb it.
Clips just like this, be sure to subscribe to the Region Free YouTube channel and also check out the Patreon to get exclusive content and become a Regionaire.